I bet you don't know the real reason behind these actors winning the Oscar. It goes beyond mere acting. It is a terrifying physical transformation, extreme weight loss, and immersion that reached the point of obsession. Here is the full list of Oscar winners, along with the deep analysis behind every win. And who do you think is the most deserving Oscar winner of all time? Share your thoughts in the comments. And stay with us. 2026, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners. In 2026, Michael B. Jordan won his first Oscar for his complex role in the movie Sinners. Jordan portrayed a character suffering from a sharp moral conflict in an environment filled with mystery and psychological horror. He won the award for his supreme ability to control his physical emotions. He conveyed tension and anxiety to the viewer through the language of the eyes alone, without the need for shouting or exaggeration. The deep analysis of his win lies in kinetic honesty. He presented a broken character trying to maintain his pride, a difficult balance that required high mental focus, making his performance a milestone in his artistic career. 2025 Adrien Brody, The Brutalist. Adrien Brody returned to be crowned with gold in 2025 for his epic role in the movie The Brutalist. He played a Jewish architect who immigrates to America after World War II to rebuild his life from scratch. He won the Oscar for his success in embodying post-war trauma with all its psychological details. His hesitant tone of voice and cautious movements reflected both a broken spirit and a brilliant mind's ambition. The secret of his victory lies in his total immersion in the suffering of the historical character as he delivered a performance that was mostly silent yet thundering with emotion, proving once again his genius in roles of human suffering. 2024 Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer. Cillian Murphy deserved the Oscar for the role of J. Robert Oppenheimer in the movie Oppenheimer. Murphy provided a case study of a genius character torn between the pride of scientific achievement and the agony of moral conscience. He won the award because he was able to act out thought the viewer could see the movement of ideas inside his head through his piercing and cold stares. Delving into the reason for his victory, we find that he used a minimalist expression style to give the maximum dramatic effect, where he made Oppenheimer's silence in trials and decisive moments stronger than any rhetorical speech, reflecting the weight of the historical responsibility he carried. 2023 Brendan Fraser, The Whale. In 2023, the world witnessed a historic return for Brendan Fraser, who won for his role in the movie The Whale. He embodied the character of Charlie, a man suffering from morbid obesity and social isolation. He won the Oscar for his ability to show inner beauty and a gentle spirit from behind tons of makeup and prosthetics. The deep analysis of his performance shows that he relied entirely on his voice and warm gazes to break the barrier of physical repulsion for the viewer, turning the film into a journey of self-reconciliation. His victory was a triumph for the human capacity to express love and regret despite all harsh physical obstacles. 2022 Will Smith, King Richard. Will Smith was crowned with the award for his portrayal of Richard Williams, the father of tennis champions Venus and Serena, in the movie King Richard. Smith presented the character of the strict, ambitious, and controversial father who possesses a vision he does not sway from. He won the Oscar because he succeeded in balancing his natural charisma with the traits of the real character in terms of the accent and the slightly hunched gait. The depth of his victory lies in showing the imperfect side of the hero. He did not present him as a saint but as a human who makes mistakes and succeeds, making the story of struggle seem realistic and inspiring away from traditional sports movie cliches. 2021 Anthony Hopkins, The Father. The legend Anthony Hopkins achieved a major surprise by winning for the role of Anthony in the movie The Father. He played an elderly man struggling with dementia and memory loss, delivering one of the most difficult roles of his career. He won the Oscar because he made the viewer live the experience of dementia from the inside as he moved in a single moment from raging anger to childish vulnerability. The analysis of the reason for the victory goes back to the emotional fluidity in his performance. He was able to shatter our feelings as he asked for his mother at the end of the film, making the performance seem like a painful reality rather than just acting in front of a camera. 2020 Joaquin Phoenix, Joker. In 2020, Joaquin Phoenix shook the world with his performance as Arthur Fleck in the movie Joker. He won the Oscar for providing a terrifying psychological and physical transformation as he lost a lot of weight and developed a hysterical laugh that expressed pain, not joy. The secret of his victory lies in total physical acting. Every bone in his body represented the breakdown and the transformation toward madness. Delving into his performance, we find that he merged expressive dance and psychological drama to create a villainous character that evokes both sympathy and disgust, making his performance a cinematic icon that will be studied for generations to come. 2019 Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody. In 2019, Rami Malek was crowned with the award for his stunning portrayal of Freddie Mercury, the legend of the band Queen. Rami won not only because of the physical resemblance but for his ability to revive Freddie's body language on stage in every detail. The deep analysis of his victory lies in showing the fragile and lonely human side behind the loud glitz of fame, as he succeeded in merging artistic vanity with personal weakness. His victory was a tribute to the actor's ability for total transformation, which makes the viewer completely forget the actor and believe they are seeing the real character live before them once again. 2018 Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour. Gary Oldman well deserved the Oscar for the role of Winston Churchill at a critical historical moment. Oldman won because he was able to penetrate layers of makeup and prosthetics to give us the soul of Churchill rather than just an imitation of him. The secret of his victory lies in his use of his resonant vocal layers and the rhetorical tone that combines stubbornness and a hidden fear for the fate of a nation. Delving into his performance, we find that he provided a study in the art of leadership under pressure, showing how one man can change the course of a war with his words alone, making the performance a unique rhetorical and human epic. 2017 Casey Affleck, Manchester by the Sea. In 2017, Casey Affleck delivered one of the most honest performances in cinema history for the role of Lee Chandler. He won the award for his ability to represent frozen grief, that state in which a person loses the desire for life but continues to live like a machine. The deep analysis of his success lies in inner acting. Instead of screaming and crying, Casey relied on silence and broken stares to express the pain of loss that is unbearable. His victory was a recognition that dramatic power does not always lie in blatant emotion but in the ability to convey silent pain to the viewer. 2016 Leonardo DiCaprio, The Revenant. After years of waiting, Leonardo DiCaprio won for his role in the movie The Revenant. He embodied the character of Hugh Glass on an impossible journey of survival against nature and humans. He won the Oscar because of the massive physical sacrifice, as he acted in harsh climatic conditions and ate a raw liver to enhance the credibility of the role. The secret of his victory is his ability to express anger, pain, and will with almost no words, relying on his breath and the movements of his exhausted body. The analysis shows that Leo delivered a primitive performance in which he redefined the relationship between the actor and his environment, making it a well-deserved victory through hard work and fatigue. 2015 Eddie Redmayne, The Theory of Everything. Eddie Redmayne was crowned with the award for his portrayal of the scientist Stephen Hawking. Eddie won because of the anatomical precision in his performance, as he traced the stages of Hawking's physical deterioration with amazing skill. The secret of his victory lies in the fact that he did not lose the brilliant spark in his eyes even in the most difficult stages of paralysis, maintaining the essence of the character as a giant mind in a broken body. Delving into his win, we find that he provided a study in small muscle acting, as he controlled his facial expressions with extreme precision, making the viewer feel every scientific victory and every personal heartbreak the hero goes through. 2014 Matthew McConaughey, Dallas Buyers Club. In 2014, Matthew McConaughey dazzled everyone with his role as Ron Woodroof, a man fighting AIDS and the medical establishment. He won the Oscar after a terrifying physical transformation and significant weight loss, but more important was the spiritual transformation of the character from a selfish person to a folk hero. The secret of his victory lies in the explosive energy he put into the role, where he mixed wit with absolute despair. The analysis shows that McConaughey succeeded in making the viewer sympathize with a difficult and unlikable character. 2013 Daniel Day-Lewis, Lincoln. Daniel Day-Lewis made history with his third win for the role of President Abraham Lincoln. Daniel won thanks to his well-known method of total immersion, as he lived the character for months even outside of filming. The secret of his victory lies in his presentation of Lincoln the human, with his slightly cracking voice, his gait weighted with worries, and the stories he tells to calm the tension. Delving into his performance, we find that he moved away from the stereotype of the strong president to show us a man struggling for his principles amidst enormous political and family pressures, making the historical character throb with life and realism. 2012 Jean Dujardin, The Artist. In 2012 the Frenchman Jean Dujardin won for a silent film, which is a rare achievement in the modern era. He embodied the character of George Valentine, a silent cinema star who refuses to keep up with the era of sound. He won the Oscar for his total reliance on body and facial language alone to express the dramatic rise and fall. The secret of his victory lies in his magnetic charisma. He was able to capture the hearts of the audience with his smile and stares without uttering a single word. The analysis shows that Dujardin reminded us of the essence of acting before the existence of dialogue, which is the ability to convey emotions through pure physical expression. 2011 Colin Firth, The King's Speech. Colin Firth deserved the award for the role of King George VI, who struggles with a stutter. He won the Oscar for his amazing ability to embody psychological pressure and shyness. The viewer felt suffocated with every word the king tried to pronounce. The secret of his victory lies in showing the conflict between high status and human weakness, where he made us see the terror that dwells in a king's heart in front of a microphone. The deep analysis clarifies that Firth used voice as an essential dramatic tool, turning the character's inability to speak into the strongest expressive cry, creating a deep emotional bond with the audience. 2010 Jeff Bridges, Crazy Heart. Jeff Bridges was crowned for the role of the exhausted country music singer Bad Blake. He won the Oscar for delivering a spontaneous and real performance to an amazing degree as he embodied the life of addiction and loneliness with wounding honesty. The secret of his victory lies in the emotional depth he put into the songs he performed with his own voice, where every note expressed a history of failure and lost hope. Delving into his win, we find that he provided a realistic image of a man looking for salvation in the autumn of his life, moving away from contrived melodrama in favor of a calm and sober performance that touches hearts with its simplicity. 2009 Sean Penn, Milk. Sean Penn won his second Oscar for his portrayal of Harvey Milk, the famous political activist. He won the award for his ability to completely change his acting identity as he abandoned his usual violent roles to present a character full of optimism, vitality and kindness. The secret of his victory lies in dramatic courage. He succeeded in being inspiring and influential, turning a political cause into a human story that touches everyone. The analysis shows that Sean Penn used a smile and hand movements to create the spirit of the character, making his victory a recognition of his supreme ability to diversify and immerse from the inside out. 2008 Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood. Daniel Day-Lewis delivered one of the greatest performances in history for the role of Daniel Plainview. He won the Oscar for embodying human greed in its most terrifying and powerful form. The secret of his victory lies in the voice and the overwhelming presence, as he created a distinct voice for the character that reflects its authority and corruption. Delving into the performance, we find that Day-Lewis drew the curve of moral collapse with extreme precision, from the ambition of the oil prospector to megalomania and loneliness, making the character seem like a force of nature that cannot be stopped. A performance studied in how to build dark charisma. 2007 Forrest Whitaker, The Last King of Scotland. Forrest Whitaker was crowned for his portrayal of the Ugandan President Idi Amin. He won the Oscar for his ability to combine childish kindness and terrifying brutality in one character. The secret of his victory lies in the sudden mood swings he performed skillfully, making the viewer feel permanent danger in his presence. The analysis clarifies that Whitaker used his massive body and his distinct eye to create a terrifying prestige, turning the biography into a psychological thriller where he showed how absolute power can turn a human into a volcano of anger and instability. 2006 Philip Seymour Hoffman, Capote. Philip Seymour Hoffman deserved the award for the role of the writer Truman Capote. He won the Oscar because of his extreme precision in simulation, from the high-pitched tone of voice to the delicate and studied movements. The secret of his victory lies in showing artistic opportunism, how a writer can exploit the tragedy of others for his personal glory while maintaining his internal struggle with regret. The analysis shows that Hoffman delivered a deep intellectual performance as he made us see the sharp intelligence of the character and the lethal loneliness it lives, making it a unanimous victory for a unique talent. 2005 Jamie Foxx, Ray. In 2005 Jamie Foxx delivered a legendary performance about the life of Ray Charles. He won the Oscar for his success in embodying a blind character with a brilliance that made the audience forget he was acting. The secret of his victory lies in the musical and physical harmony as he conveyed Ray's movements, his interaction with the environment and his struggle with addiction with amazing honesty. Delving into his win, we find that Fox did not just settle for imitating the appearance but was able to capture Ray's musical soul, making the film seem like a journey inside the mind and heart of a musical genius, which made the Academy grant him the award without hesitation. 2004 Sean Penn, Mystic River. Sean Penn won his first Oscar for the role of Jimmy Markham, the bereaved father looking for revenge. He won the award for his ability to embody raw anger and dark despair. The secret of his victory lies in the famous breakdown scene upon discovering the murder of his daughter, where his scream expressed a pain that tore through the screen. The analysis shows that Sean Penn presented a morally complex character, a man trying to protect his family but drowning in violence, making the performance a study in how personal tragedies affect human morality, which gave him the advantage that year. 2003 Adrien Brody, The Pianist. Adrien Brody made history as the youngest actor to win the award for the role of the Ladislas-Filman. He won the Oscar for his ability to portray human humiliation and resistance to extinction in the most hideous conditions. The secret of his victory lies in acting with silence and eyes as he watched the collapse of his world through holes in walls. Delving into his performance, we find that he used music as a tool for psychological survival. 2002, Denzel Washington, Training Day. Denzel Washington was crowned with his second Oscar for the role of the corrupt cop Alonzo Harris. He won the award because he broke his usual image as an ideal hero to present an unforgettable, charismatic villain. The secret of his victory lies in the total control over the scene, as he manipulated everyone with intelligence and brutality wrapped in sarcasm. The analysis clarifies that Denzel made evil attractive and terrifying at the same time, using rapid dialogue and an overwhelming presence, proving his enormous ability to perform complex roles that challenge the expectations of the audience and the Academy. 2001, Russell Crowe, Gladiator. In 2001, Russell Crowe won for the role of General Maximus. He won the Oscar for providing an image of the epic hero who combines military strength and emotional breakdown. The secret of his victory lies in physical honesty and dignity. He embodied the character of a man who lost everything and has nothing left but his honor and his revenge. Delving into his win, we find that Crowe relied on a low tone and a sober presence to create a leader's prestige, making the viewer believe that this man can defeat an empire with his honesty and will, a performance that revived the spirit of historical epic films. 2000, Kevin Spacey, American Beauty. Kevin Spacey concluded the last century with a well-deserved win for the role of Lester Burnham. He won the Oscar for embodying the midlife crisis in modern society with brilliance and irony. The secret of his victory lies in the gradual transformation from a submissive and boring man to someone who decided to break free from all social constraints. The analysis shows that Spacey used black comedy to express an existential tragedy, making us laugh at his situations while feeling deep sadness for the loss of his life, making his performance a mirror reflecting the secrets of the human soul behind closed doors. Who truly deserved to win? Write to us in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video.